One of the discussions that I have with entrepreneurs is how do you deal with an angry customer? When a customer comes into the store and they want a service and that service cannot be rendered to them, or there's just a problem along the way and they get upset. How do you deal with a customer who's angry? Do you argue with them? Do you fight with them? Even when they are wrong, do you try and get into a debate to prove to them that they are wrong? One of the things that I continue to learn on this entrepreneurship journey is, does it really matter if you are right as the entrepreneur? Is it important for you to be right? Given a choice between acknowledging that your customer is angry versus proving to her that she's wrong, which one do you want to spend your time debating? She's angry, she's upset about something, or you want to prove to her that she's wrong and you are right. And what I mean, as the saying always goes, you can be right or you can be happy. I think in entrepreneurship, it's also, when it comes to our customers, it's also very important that you choose, you can be right or you can have empathy. You can try and spend your time fighting and proving a point to your customers that they are wrong, or you can choose to be empathetic to their frustrations and try and understand where they're coming from. In most instances, you can't do both. You want to argue that you're right and also want to have empathy at the same time. So you often there's a trade-off. More often, if you fight to be right and you win, you lose the customer. Is that important that you are right and you win the argument with your customer and you lose the customer? What some entrepreneurs, smart entrepreneurs understand is that the word right in the customer is always right does not mean that they would win an argument in court, right? It doesn't mean that. The phrase the customer is always right means that if you want the customer to remain your customer, you need to let them believe that she is right, right? If someone thinks that they're unhappy, then you know what? They are. They feel that they're unhappy and they believe that they're unhappy. What you can do is to then try and understand, be empathetic, put yourself in their shoes and try and understand and interact with them, in a way that, could possibly resolve the issue from their point of view. But of course, there are some customers that are egotistical, they've got pride, and they're just difficult to deal with. And in that instance, fire them. If those customers are going to take too much energy resolving their issues to a point where they consume the energy that you should have for other customers, then they are becoming destructive to the business, then fire them, right? But, the way to lose an argument is to have an argument. Don't try and argue. Once you start an argument and you're no longer getting into a discussion, you have already lost. Think about it. Have you ever changed your mind because someone started arguing with you, right? So sure, they might get you to shut up, but it's unlikely, that they'll actually change your mind if you argue with people. So you might be right, but that does not mean that people will care or pay attention or take action, right? People care about how much you care about them. And often in an argument or when a customer is angry, one of the things that they're asking themselves is, why don't you care about how I feel? Why is my frustration not that important to you? Why are you so obsessed with being right? And in the process of arguing with me, proving to yourself that you are right, you are ignoring my frustrations, right? So losing an argument for me as an entrepreneur is much better than losing a customer. or a friend. So, and I always advise entrepreneurs that, you rather lose the argument and still gain the customer than try and win the argument and lose the customer. Thank you.